I've always been interested in math and science, and I wanted to be able to create an environment at our school so that everybody could get excited about math and science, the teachers, the students, and they could learn just a bunch of hands-on things, and that's for everybody.
I think it was just planning once it was awarded, and surveying the teachers. What do they need? You know, what holes do we have with math and science, that there are resources out there that could benefit us.
We purchased materials for hands-on math and science experiments, process learning, and also our books that we had already instituted, the Go Math program. We purchased more workbooks for that.
My take was actually having a professional development time with the teachers, specifically using the number balance. The number balance is a manipulative that can be used from pre-K all the way through middle school. And so that was the one manipulative we highlighted with the teachers, and how to do open-ended math tasks.
Students love hands-on. They love to be able to touch, see, feel, sometimes taste different things. It really helps them make those connections.
At the end of the first Science Explorium, I received about 60 little letters of thank you from the students that said how wonderful it was. And your kids have started asking me again when they see me in the hallways, when is the Science Explorium? When are we going to do that? And there was a child who came up to my mother after the last meeting, and she said, I've never been to anything like this. I've never been to anything that had to do with science, and it's wonderful, and I hope we get to do it every year.
I'm Anna-Margaret Yarbrough, and I have been working with Al's Pals mentoring program, and noticed that a lot of the mentors who are going to work with local elementary students were really struggling with how to deal with a community that they were not familiar with. And I noticed this and really wanted to work on the training of mentors so that they could see the strengths of the community and all of the wonderful things that were happening in these schools, and not just looking at the negative things. The purpose of the Seed Grant funding was to develop a training for mentors who are involved in engaging in the communities, and also other student organizations and other service learning classrooms who their aim was to help communities either through service or through classroom experiences. The Seed Grant funding was developmental in making these trainings happen, making the curriculum happening. And now we have Campus Connecting Communities, or C3, and it's a peer education team that is using this curriculum and talking with students across campus about how to engage respectfully in communities. I think one of the most effective partnerships was with students in the College of Education, because they are going into schools, they are working with populations that they might not be familiar with. It might be different from the elementary school where they attended, and getting to work with those students and seeing how can you look at this community in a strength-based way? How can you look at this school differently and more positively so that you can be more effective with the students?
My name is Fan Yang. I'm a second-year doctoral student in School of Social Work. My project is Hearth Touch, which is a cultural enrichment program designed for both elementary students and college students. We go to elementary schools to do lectures, activities, and field trips, so both population can have opportunities to learn cultures. When I was new to the United States, I see a lot of international students like me. They didn't have access to American culture, and when I was an intern at Tuscaloosa's One Place, I met a lot of children who didn't know how big the world is. When I first started the program, I was the only person who was doing the program. I went to 7 elementary schools, collaborating with Tuscaloosa's One Place. So it was difficult, but I had a lot of fun. After that, I advertised the program a little bit, so there were volunteers coming in. And right now, we have more than 100 volunteers, accumulating about 2,000 contact hours. We have been visited 13 elementary schools, served about 200 children. I want to say thank you to the Seed Grant because it really helped a lot for all the experience of our children and of our college students. With the supplies we purchased through seed funding, we make Hearth Touch a more wonderful experience for both groups.